You're watching BSB TV, your new home for rock and metal television.
Danny Mighty Ray. See, everything goes wrong. That was Danny's noise today. Danny Mighty Ray, we are
live.
Jim, does he get an air horn?
Oh, it's me
or
too.
what?
I'm also here.
Yeah, I know, but I have to do this bit first, or I have to do a whole intro. Oh, let's start again. Danny Mighty Ray, we are
live.
Jim Riley from the Ghost Inside. Does that get an air horn or a wah wah?
Let's do a wah wah.
I fucking love the fact that you did that. But yeah, the problem is, Jim, you've been here so many. We were literally just talking this. You've been here so many times. You're part of the furniture now.
That's the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Austin, by the way, thanks for the sub.
Thank
welcome back. How you doing?
I'm great. We just got home from that Bad Omens tour like 3.5 days ago, so I have no idea what time zone I'm in, as of course displayed by the fact that I was here an hour early already today. So
it was a good start. It was eagerness. Like you saw the lineup and we're like, we've got to get on it.
yeah, let's rip.
Yeah, we are here as always on a Thursday. It's my last episode in the UK for a few weeks, for about 6 weeks. So I'm literally finishing stream and then heading to the airport. So this is going to be, and I've got a load of stuff to do with you afterwards, Danny. We've got to do all the graphics and that. So
yep, we got lots.
You can't be trusted, can you? I think that's the only way to put it. But yeah, so we've got a really sick lineup for you today. We've got 14 songs for you all to check out. As always, the way this works is the three of us are going to play you these tracks. We're going to do a bit of feedback afterwards. I'll throw it to Jim. Danny will do a final word. And at the end, you're going to have the chance to vote for your track of the week. That track will go forward to our track of the month stream, where me and Danny give away about £1,500 or $2,000 worth of band goodies and services to one band, as thanks to all of our partners to get involved in that and make that possible. But also, Jim is going to pick, and this is the first time Jim's done this because it wasn't a thing when you were last on here, Jim, but you are going to pick your industry pick at the end. You're sitting there quite confidently right now, but I can guarantee you after 14 songs, you're going to be fucking tearing your hair out.
Yeah.
As I do
strong playlist, man.
Yeah.
As I do every single time. I somewhere in this office, I have the notes from the other 2 times I've been on the show still, and I do actually go back and like look up what those bands have been up to.
Yeah. Well,
That's
talking
sick.
of that, it's probably a good place to. I think it has to be the place we start today.
I think so. I sure think so.
Me and Danny have done some really cool shit this year, and I'm gonna sound like an arrogant cunt, but I don't care. We have done some really, really cool stuff this year. We've had bands that have been confirmed for Warped Tour next year. We've put bands on Summerfest's radar. We've got Riot Fest coming up. We've had loads of bands come on and do different things and work with artists and all sorts. But our favourite moment of, do you know what? Our favourite moment of BSB TV, let alone 2025, is Jim coming on and saying, "Hell Can Wait." That's a band that I want to play a show with, like when we're next in the UK. And then hitting us up a few months later and getting it locked in, and yeah, it was so surreal.
I was so happy when you text me. I was just like, yes, because I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure. And then you confirmed it, and I was like, oh, this is going to be so fucking cool. And I knew they were going to be like over the moon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you said, one of the previous episodes I was on, one of our featured bands was Hell Can Wait, and they really jumped out to me as like a band that comes from the same influences as the Ghost Inside, and a band that I remembered, and I was like, hey, when you guys are ready, we're gonna find a spot for you on some Ghost Inside show or something. So long story short, the Ghost Inside are like road dogs. We hate having days off on tour. We hate having 2 days off on tour a lot. So when we got this routing for the Bad Omens thing that we just finished up, we had a day off. KK Steel Mill in Wolverhampton offered us a gig there. So, they were like, do you have any supports in mind? And I went, yes, yes, I do.
Hell yeah.
I reached out to Danny, and I talked to the guys in Hell Can Wait, and we got them on that show. So it was sick. It was very cool. Those dudes are pros. You would never know that they are in a quote-unquote local band. They showed up and knew exactly what to do. They crushed. It's tough to step into that situation where this is a Ghost Inside show. and we're not on tour together. These people don't necessarily know them, haven't had a chance to check them out. So to get up there and kind of just play your guts out for 30 or 40 minutes to people that don't know who you are is challenging, as I can attest to, because we spent most of that tour playing to Bad Omens fans that had no idea who we were. And so it's kind of that same thing at every level. Like, you go and you win people over by just being a good band, and I can't say enough about what a good band Hell Can Wait is and what good dudes those guys are. So it was cool, and I think I told them this when I spoke to them as well, that when the Ghost Inside was coming up, there were lots of opportunities like that to hop onto a local show with a better known kind of like national touring act. And those opportunities have just totally gone away. Every tour package is like 3 bands, 4 bands, that's it. No chance that you're going to hop on that show. And we owe our entire career to like those opportunities. Like, sometimes you meet a band that's on tour and they go, that's cool, I like that band, we should put them on a week of shows, or we should put them on this or that. And even just giving a little bit of like whatever exposure that we have to the next generation. Although I will say the Hell Can Wait guys are by no means spring chickens. They're they're probably just almost as gray as me. But yeah, bands that they're just looking for an opportunity. They're looking for a way to break out from the crowd. And you know, I'm really, really honored to be able to give those opportunities to people. And it's amazing that you guys are connecting me and lots of other industry people to these unsigned artists. And, you know, like I said, whatever we can do, we're just trying to pay it forward. And it was awesome. We had a great show.
I just want to shout out B. Deemer as well. We didn't miss your follow. Jim was just, I wanted to make sure Jim got, because that's such an important thing to say. And we talk about this a lot here. And I mean, it's part of our manifesto of like, we want to create as many opportunities for up and coming bands, be it, you know, we can't guarantee, we can never sit here and guarantee, unless someone says you can guarantee this, we can't guarantee that, you know, you're going to get on a show, someone's going to go, I want this band, but you're on their radar. And what we're finding more, which is really, really cool, and Danny, I don't even think, you know, if you notice this, we're finding more that guests they're looking at the bands that are on the show and they're going, oh, I recognize that band. And that's starting to happen a bit more now, which is so fucking cool, because I mean, we had like Not Enough Space on Monday with Anne Boleyn. It was a crossover episode that was just it was mental. It was good fun, and they were all just like, oh, I know this band. I know this band. Like, I recognise them. I've not listened to them yet, so this is going to be cool. And I just think that that's really, really interesting and really just good to see. But yeah, there's not enough opportunity out there, and I really do believe this. And Danny, I know you do too, so don't let me put words in your mouth though, but the UK is even harder than the States for it at the moment. And I know the States is bad. A good friend of mine posted the other day about, like, you know, 5-10 years ago, he could ring up a venue going, oh, you've got this band coming through, can we just open like while doors are open? We don't have to worry about how many people in the room. There could be 20 people, just let us open this show. It's good for our it's good for our resume, basically. And 5-10 years ago, it was like, yeah, fuck yeah, come, if you've got your gear, wicked, cool, head down. I mean, I had it with Rise to Remain at Northampton Roadmender many moons ago. So Rise to Remain, the lead singer is Austin Dickinson. Yeah, you know Austin. This is so cool. And they were playing local to us, and my band had just started, and I Roadmender owed me a little bit of a favour. So I rang him and said, look, can we just open when doors, come down and play when doors are opening? Fuck yeah, come down. So we did it, and they made sure, what was great about that show was they made sure that the room was packed by the time we went on. They were like, no, don't start until people are in. Like, we want to make sure you got a crowd. Fast forward to 2025, that just isn't happening anymore, you know?
No.
And we have it with, I mean, we've even had it like, I won't name any names, but a good friend of ours who was a promoter, they had a show, they got told at the time of booking, you can have a local support. They did the local support, they did the poster, it all got okayed. A week before the show, they were like, yeah, by the way, we need to pull your local. Like, you're not having them. Like, we haven't got space.
Yep.
And it's like, but you haven't added anyone. Yeah, I know, but the touring party don't want anyone else on it. And you're like, this poor local band that had gone around selling tickets, bigging up the show, supporting their idols, got pulled off of a show, in the 11th hour. And I just think it's fucking sucks, like, at the moment. And we're going to change it. That's our big thing for 2026, to make
That's our mission.
Yeah.
That's our mission.
Yeah, I don't, so much of it is like the local venue has disappeared too. Like post COVID, they've really struggled to come back. Like the places where you can comfortably play for 40 or 140 people are like so few and far between now. Like everything is these big corporate venues with huge overhead that don't want to let you just go throw a show, with 4 of your friends' bands for, 25 people through the door. Like they don't see any value in that. But you never get to be the ghost inside if you don't like start with 20 people in the room. Like even Bad Omens. Like Bad Omens is a band like as big as they are now. Like they started as a local band, like as kids, getting in the van, grinding, putting in the work, and yeah, I don't know. It's really sad, and yeah. So I'm willing to join you guys in the good fight, and fight upstream.
We appreciate
and all
you,
that
man,
stuff, man.
so much.
Talking of it, Harry, by the way, Harry Kilmartin, thank you so much for the follow. But talking of new music, it's a really good segue into the first track, isn't it? Really,
that is
because we are here to watch some kick-ass music videos, listen to some sick music, and let you guys all battle it out for track of the week, and let Jim. He can be swayed, by the way. I've heard Kisses in the chat does sway him on industry pick. I'm just, Helcom Wait sent many. Times Too Fast Nathaniel as well. Thank you so much for the follow. But let's kick this off then. Starting us off today, we've got Unsettled with Trigger. Dan, you need to speak to... This is the track that came through on your submission. Hang on, let me check.
If it's not, we'll change it.
Danny, can you do a check for me?
Yeah.
When you're a kid and you're at home cranking your
We love this song.
and your mom comes in and she's like, and you're like, fuck you, mom. I'm jerking.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Deej, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, it was this one.
That was what was submitted, yeah? Yes, Beth, go for it. I'll just let it fade out. Sucker for a good fade out.
Amazing track.
I want to know what track they wanted. just because but you checked, Danny, that was the submission track, yeah?
It was indeed.
I thought it
the one they
was.
sent.
Was it a website one?
No,
to
Alex
you.
sent it to
Okay.
me directly. Yeah.
So you're in trouble, mate. Is Danny in trouble? Should we tell Danny off? Like, no, to be
I mean,
fair,
I sent you the link I got sent.
I just make the playlist.
I just make the playlist.
You're telling me that's not the song they wanted to have featured?
I know, it's such a fucking bad. We've played this track before as well.
It's incredible.
Like, so I was
This
like,
Absolute.
This
Incredible.
is, as the old people say, a belter.
yeah, he's so good at it. I love the spoken word bit about like jacking off. You know, I just think that bit is fucking hilarious, and it just shows what I love is you can have such a heavy song and still have like the comedic relief that is just so just randomly necessary, and it does not let off. It's just so fucking good. Go on, Jim. Let us know your full thoughts.
This throws me back to like 2010 when you had like a movie quote or like whatever, like just interjected into like a song. I love it. Like, I think there's this generation of bands coming out that are influenced by like metal, hardcore, punk, but also like unabashedly influenced by nu metal in a way that like these guys will tell you their favorite bands are like Slipknot and Knocked Loose and like whatever else, and like it all works, and they're doing such a good job of like creatively combining those things, which I love. I'm very here for it.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think nu metal at the moment is having this big resurgence, and it's so healthy. I feel like nu metal at the moment is doing what metalcore's done over the last sort of 5 or 6 years, where I talk about metal. I talk about that kind of like 2007, 2008 when you had like Attack, Asking Alexandria, Icy Stars, and I love all of those bands. But I kind of go back to a lot of those tracks, and I cringe a little bit now. They haven't kind of like grown with the time. Whereas like I listen to stuff like, you know, like Bad Omens, the metalcore side of Bring Me the Horizon, you know, and I'm like, this is going to be here in 10 years time, and I'm going to listen back and I'm not going to cringe. And I feel like nu metal's having that. You know, we still love putting on Limp Bizkit, but like that is such a small part of what nu metal is, and we're seeing a lot of like DJ scratches on tracks again, but it's done in a way that is not cringy. Yeah, I just think it's amazing. But go on, Danny, give me a final word, and quickly, Mark, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you. Yeah, I love everything about this track. I mean, from the spoken segment, which obviously has the comedic value, which is fucking hilarious, to the fact that it just doesn't let up at all. There's literally no give. It's 0 to 100 straight away. The production value is sick. The video itself is amazing. Their lighting and aesthetic throughout as well is just absolutely perfect and on point. They've got everything there. It's an absolute heater of a heavy track.
There's a bit of romance going on in the chat, Danny.
Is there? What's going on?
Jim's flirting already. How long have we been on? 26 minutes it took him to flirt. He said, is that my Mark? I need to know. I need context on who Mark is.
It's my friend Mark from Scotland.
Yeah, I thought when you said up the air, I was like, yeah. Marcus as well, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
God, fuck my life. Because now all I'm thinking is Scottish football. And I want to talk about how shit Celtic are, and I just want to get away from that. Oh my God. Right, let's get back into music, because this is just such a fucking good playlist. This band, Jim, that we're about to play now, are a band that have come through, like we've played them a few times on stream. I haven't listened to this track yet. I've been saving it for this moment because I'm so excited by it. They've got something really fucking cool. But I'm going to remember that I had to say the name. There we go. Because it's D-Gen is the name of the track. And I was like, to say it right, because pronunciation is never my strong point. And also, for those that don't know, and Jim and Danny, you can see this, YouTube has completely changed their layout. And now I have to scroll down to remember each. See what I mean? How fucking stupid is that? Anyway, this is the incredible Dakara with D-Gen.
What are we watching?
I know. They're so fucking cool. It's like K-pop meets like metalcore. It's
Yeah.
Me and Danny will make it our New Year's resolution to learn the dance routine. Hey Littell, how you good? Hope you're good. It's like they took shrooms and stuck on anime.
I feel like if it didn't have all this personality packed into it, it would be like 10% less awesome.
Yeah.
Like the song itself is good, but they're so shamelessly just doing their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really need to see Dakar live.
What a band. What a band.
There we go.
That was
Do you know
sick.
who it reminded me a lot of?
Who?
Our friend Rimrin.
Yes.
A
yeah,
lot.
that's a
Like
shout. That is a
they'd
shout.
make such a fun fucking tour together.
Yep.
I love Dakara. I do need to see Dakara live. Again, another one of our New Year's resolutions, Danny, for 2026, please.
Yep.
But I'm absolutely flabbergasted by this track. Like, this is just another just absolute shit show of amazingness. Like, it's one of those clusterfucks where it's like, shouldn't work. Someone should have gone, yo, calm down. But I'm glad that no one did, like, because it's just so fucking amazing. Like, someone said in the chat, watching them live is like a religious experience, and I genuinely could see
I can
them
see
having
that,
a cult. Like, I could. You got to join the Dat cult. But yeah, I'm so intrigued, Jim. Go on, what did you think?
I am still in like sensory overload, and like what I was saying while the video was on is like, if this was just a song with like a video and they were just performing like in an abandoned warehouse, I would like the song and I would be like, man, this is really cool and creative. But just being willing to throw yourself into this much character with your band and your art is fucking awesome. Like, there's so many people that are self-conscious, like, that would not have the willingness to go do something that's could be taken as cringe and take it to a level where it's like unbelievably awesome. Like, everyone in the chat is just talking about how awesome this is. But if you were like, hey, so I gotta go do this dance routine with my metalcore band, I gotta find my like neon green shirt, people would be like, that's dorky, I don't get it. But then you see this and you're like, I can't imagine this without that. And that is like the ultimate testament to like, you've nailed it. So
I feel like they've got a really strong USP with this as well, because they've got the female vocals doing. It is very K-pop on the vocal, but over metalcore like this, it's becoming really big in the J-rock and the K-rock world at the moment. But we're not seeing as much of it over in the Western world, and I think that these guys are really well positioned to take this by storm. They've got legions of fans already, and
Right.
yeah.
Like you could see them on tour with Baby Metal, and you go like,
Oh yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
100%.
Dakara, I want to reiterate that I do not think this is cringe at all, but I mean that as like the highest form of compliment. That like there are so many people that are not courageous enough to like be that unabashedly themselves, like on camera, and like put themselves out there in that way, and you guys have like done it and then some. So kudos to you.
We talk a lot on here, Jim, about like when you do it, because we get music videos, and I'm praying we don't have one tonight because like he's just fucking called me out. But like you get music videos, it's like a really fucking heavy song, and then you just got the guitarist is just like, and you're like, fucking go for it, lose your inhibitions. Your music video is an advertisement for what you're going to be like live. So if you're doing a performance video, fucking perform. Like, and I know that's really hard sometimes, and it's, you know, as musicians, we're not, sometimes guitarists just aren't used to being on camera. But that band, you've got 4 band members and a bunch of dancers all having a great time. I'd love to see the kind of like not outtakes, but like the behind the scenes of how that day went, because that looked like a lot of fun.
And a lot of work.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, send us the routine. Danny will learn it. I've changed my New Year's resolution on that. We can learn it, Danny, can't we?
We could try.
Go on, give me your final word.
Try. Yeah, I mean the track is absolutely massive. I gotta say the edits and the production value on the video though are absolutely next level. The cuts, the transitions, the pop-up elements that came up. Everything there is great, and then the track itself is just awesome. I don't really think that there is any other band out there that is doing anything that is exactly like this. It's creatively different, and it's pushing the envelope in heavy rock mixed with K-pop, and I'm here for it.
Felgram says a tactical chunder halfway through was required. I love it. I love it. But yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? And this is the thing. My favourite Kale said it was filmed on an absolute shoestring budget too. You just
respect.
Sometimes you just don't need the big budgets. Like I'm not calling anyone out with this, but I got into an argument with a guy that was in a relatively okay-ish sized band. They're not massive by any mean feat, but he works for a big company, and he goes out and he gets to support a lot of big bands. And he came onto our stream once and we were talking budgets on music videos, and he was like, if you're not spending at least $5,000 on your music video, you're doing it wrong. And it sent me, Jim. Like, I was like, you fucking serious? I was like, hang on. And we just played a video prior to his band, because his band were on, and the video cost them, was it $75 for?
Yeah, $75.
$125 or something. Because what they did was they just went to their mate's house, all dressed up in fancy dress, had a big party, made a little storyline about someone chasing everybody, and just had that as a video. And that was what the video was. And he kind of like laid into him. I was like, we've just had a video that cost like $75, $125, whatever. And I went, that was just as good as yours, and you spent $5,000 on it. Like that's a wounder, isn't it? Like you could have saved $4,900 and put it towards something else. Like,
right.
You know,
the great leveler is that everyone is becoming a video editor. And not everyone is equally good at it. Like, you've probably seen my green screen dad shit on Instagram, which is horrendous.
You're doing great.
But, but you know, like, you've got iPhones that shoot in fucking 10K, whatever. Like, everyone can shoot the footage, especially if you're an artist and you have a vision. Like, just go shoot it and make the video that you see. Like, I directed the Death Grip video. That's like a script that I did for The Ghost Inside. So, like, if you think you have something that accompanies your art in a way that makes sense, just go make it. Like,
yeah.
You don't have to spend a lot of money anymore, and that is like another great leveler of the playing field. Like, I
can argue this a little bit, Jim, and I'll tell you how. Danny in a press tent with a camera. It's unusable, but it's unusable. I don't know what he does. Yeah. Like, Danny's camera, like are you filming on a potato, Danny?
No, everyone's a videographer.
No, I know.
Right.
I know.
You know,
some people are meant to be in front of the camera, right, Danny?
There we go.
Exactly.
But it's, what makes me laugh is the like, I love you at festivals, Danny, because you sit there. Actually, the other problem is normally you're half cut at festivals, because it's
usually that's your fault, because you're like, oh, I'll go and get you a drink, and I ask for like a single.
No. Last download was Liquid Death's fault because they supplied you with a bunch of cocktails.
Liquid.
Listen,
Yeah,
it's
that
not
was-
called blood, sweat, and boring. Okay.
Exactly. And that's what we have to do, Daddy. But Daddy stands there, and he stands. He has a specific pose. Disaster Piece, thank you so much for the follow. But you stand,
Thank you.
you hold the camera like that, your other arms like that. That's how you kind of stand. Your legs kind of slightly apart, one pointing a little bit more forward. But he stands there and he's filming, and he's just like, that's how you stand, and it's the most adorable
focusing,
thing.
man.
Yeah, but you're
Just
smiling
focus.
you're smiling, and your head's. But then you start bopping along, right? And because you're not using a stabilizer, you're bopping along, and your face
which is why it ends up unusable, and we have literally nothing. It's all right for the behind the scenes shit because, you can do whatever with that. But proper stuff, forget it.
We have to take cameramen with us now. It's just one of those things we've had to start doing. But no, honestly, fucking kick-ass track. Right, track 3 then. We have got, this is Northlake with Love You Lost. Apologise for my slow intro on there. Again, I have to scroll everything down. Yeah, but Dan, you guys are fucking amazing anyway. Anything you submit is just gonna go off. Danny, yes it is. Don't do it to me. It did do it to me.
Was it
So
going to autoplay?
No, because you sent me that. Like this is
Yeah.
how life is at the moment. Because you sent me that message, and I had something go on the chat to try and authorize a message, and the track finished all pretty much within the sort of like 10-15 seconds.
Yeah.
Everything decided. The stream deck
die.
decided I'm going to go on a 5-second delay, and I was on a 5-second delay, so we were all kind of at a 5-second delay. Now I listened to this track. This is one of the submissions I listened to. And I remember telling you, Danny, I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, this track is big. Like, this is what I love right now in metalcore. This real kind of grit and dirt underneath a really professional track. Lyrically, it's wonderful. Instrumentally, it just fucking, it hits you like a train. And then vocals in there. Someone said it reminds them of Rao Reynolds from Enter Shikari's Inhales when he was younger.
Yeah.
I don't think Rao, when he was younger, could inhale anywhere near as strong as this. Like, this vocal is just absolutely on point.
Incredible.
And I just feel it's got one of those effortless qualities to it. Like, it feels really natural to the vocalist. And I think that's really fucking cool. Go on, Jim. What do you think?
So I am a big fan of this chorus. It, like, reminded me of a melody you would get on, like, a really good Amity Affliction song. Like... Not quite as high as Arn would sing, but like in that same sort of like really catchy, like repeated notes, like so I'm gonna be humming this for the rest of the day, and that's a great way to write a song. So this is a good one.
Really, really good track. Danny?
Yeah, I've got to give a shout out to Blake from Guild Productions actually, because he sent these guys over to our way. This is the very best of new metalcore at the moment, I think. It sounds nostalgic, it's memorable. The musicianship on this is top shelf, especially the guitar work, just incredible. That melodic chorus, like Jim said, that for sure is a highlight. But the whole thing is amazing. It's a great track.
Ethan says, people tell us it's our Warped Tour song. Now, I'm going to say so, I love Warped Tour. All right, absolutely love it. But right now, fuck Warped Tour. This could be in arenas. It's a big song. Like, I can see it. Like, I could see this being in a big stadium, like, and having there's moments there where people can really get their lights out, and there's moments there where people can sing along and chant along, and you know, I just think it's just such a fucking cool song. I really do. Don't tell me that. Which bit? Don't fuck Warped Tour, really, because we love Warped Tour. But what I'm saying is, I think it could be bigger than that. I really do. But I'd love to see these guys at Warped. But he said, I wrote this song from a place of hurt, man. Yeah, and you can tell, but it's so beautifully done. And I always think that the best outlet of negativity is to put it into a song.
The good stuff always comes from the bad stuff, Ethan.
Yeah.
It's a good track. You should definitely be proud.
Yeah, 100%. Talking about songs that come from like negativity, Danny, I've just literally had a phone call from Peter. That's why I had to quickly mute, because apparently I'm playing a different song tomorrow night on Saturday night. Saturday night.
Oh wow!
And it's Bad Blood. So
nice.
Which I don't know how that's going to work acoustically.
It'll be interesting.
It would be fun.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I know it's a wicked song. Go on, Danny. Give me a final word. You already have.
I did.
Every stream.
I mean, in your defense, you are literally just about to head off to the States, so you know.
Dude, I've literally got an empty suitcase in my living room, like, and I don't know what the hell I'm meant to do.
As soon as we finish this, he's gonna like, you know, like when Kermit the Frog throws his hands in the air and goes, ah, like that's literally gonna be Ben.
Do you know what? Actually, let's give a shout out to Dave as well while we're here, Danny. Because so Danny's, I just say cousin, uncle.
Just say cousin. It's cousin-in-law, but let's just say cousin.
And I know I talk about this a lot on stream. Is Gonzo from the Muppets, and he's doing some filming with Sabrina Carpenter, ready for the relaunch of the Muppet Show next year.
Which is just fucking nuts. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, in what world? Like, we've got to have slipped into another timeline, because that doesn't feel...
Dude, yeah, but you say this, but, like, I mean, if you think of all of the people that he's worked with, like, Sabrina Carpenter's just she's the celebrity of now, but because he's always been Gonzo since day one, look at all of the guests they've ever worked with, and
do you know why I have that opinion? I think it's because Disney really sort of, like, sidelined the Muppets for a long time, and the current CEO as well, I think, didn't exactly have as much love for Disney. For the Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was just a surprise, that's all. And then to see that, and then, you know, that Seth Rogen was producing it is like...
That's so fucking funny, isn't it?
It's
Imagine it
crazy.
being really good. But no, Dave's such a great guy as well. And he's a massive fan of BSB TV as well.
Yeah, and we are gonna try and bring Gonzo, or at least we will bring Dave on to
we've actually had this conversation with Dave about him coming on BSB, haven't we? And I can't tell you the answer that he gave, but it was really funny. But it was Disney related. But anyway, he is just like an absolute legend, and I think he just loves the character. The other thing I noticed about Dave, Jim, did you know that? Have we ever told you this about Danny?
No.
This is such a random story, isn't it? The other thing as well is there's pictures. Danny's got pictures in his house, and it's like of his granddad just hanging out with like Dolly Parton, as like because they were good friends, and it's just like, who is this guy? Like,
much cooler than me.
Well, no, I mean, who are you? Like to have family like that? Like,
yeah.
You just it's crazy. But like, but yeah, I just think that like it'd be really fun to have Gonzo on at some point, wouldn't it?
Oh,
but
it would.
Dave, like when you're talking to him, he slips into Gonzo without even realizing. It's the most
I know.
Like, you know, when he gets excited and you can hear it, you're like,
yeah.
And I'm a huge Muppets fan. Like, I'm a massive like the Muppets. I grew up with the Muppets, and I still haven't watched Christmas Carol this year yet. But that's I'm forcing Laura to watch it with me. Not that sounds
and
really
also
bad, but it's just,
the entertainment value of hopefully showing Gonzo a metalcore track. I mean, that's going to be production gold, surely.
Do that again, Jim. We just need to clip that one bit. Just that one bit.
We do.
when the track makes you go through the Kermit. Oh, go on then. All right, question before we go next track. Who's your favourite Muppet?
Me.
Either of you could both.
I'm a Kermit guy through and through.
I'm Kermit the Frog.
That was good. That was actually really
bad.
good.
It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Danny?
I mean, obviously, I'm going to say Gonzo. Yeah, it is Gonzo. And it's not just because it's my cousin. It's also just the character is fucking crazy. The great Gonzo, he's absolutely batshit. He does stunts and crazy shit. I love it.
Yeah. Chat, same question to you. If you like the Muppets, who's your favourite Muppet? Mine's Pepe the Prawn. Just think Pepe's hilarious. I think he's so fucking funny.
That's a good shout.
He's such a like, especially in like more recent years, he's such a like minimal character. But when he comes up, he just has me in stitches, and it's just his accent. Animal's a good one as well. Yeah, I love Animal in the
Chef
Muppets movie.
Yeah, with the spaghetti
Swedish Chef. But yeah, Hypersoft says Animal as well. But yeah, you know, in the Muppets movie when like Jack Black's like, Animal, you've got to drum, and he's it's like a psychiatric ward because he's obsessed with drumming. Oh, it's brilliant. Anyway, right. So next track then we have got. Honestly, this is winding me up already. This is Asylum Road with Mask of Oblivion.
Also, I saw Dakara say, can they get a Gonzo feature on a Dakara track? And we'll see what we can do.
It was either going to be emotional or heavy. One 100% Jim.
Like, he just looks like he could punch through your chest
Yeah.
and then hug you about it right after.
I love that lyric. The Beanzella, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you. What a solo.
I love how blasé he was at the end there, just like, yeah, and I just did that. No big deal. That's cool.
NBD.
That's the sort of guy that could do Dragon Force on Guitar Hero on expert mode
Yeah, and then just be
without
like,
breaking a sweat.
yeah, yeah.
That's a really nice outro to a song as well.
That
Like,
almost made it like a movie ending. I like
yeah,
that.
like it started off like I was like, is this gonna go heavy or emotional?
Yeah.
Justin Zombie as well. Thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, it's like,
Thank
is it
you.
gonna go? Are we gonna get like so? Because at the start, instrumentally, it was giving me like Funeral for a Friend vibes, and I was like, where are we going with this? Like, because I remember it's come through from Reaction Management, and Jay said this is a heavy band, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I was like, where's this going? Like when it first started. Then when the screams kicked in, I was like, okay, we're going heavy. I love the lyrics as well. I just want to die to feel alive. Leave it all behind. I just think that's really, really, really powerful. Really well put as well. And then at the end, having that really, like you just said, like movie-esque atmospheric outro was
Really
just a really
is.
nice touch. Really
Yeah.
fucking cool. Go on, Jim. What do you think?
Yeah, just it's one of those bands you can tell these guys care a lot about it. Like everything about it felt really raw, vocals, like guitar solo, just like a lot of that. Like this is their outlet for whatever's going on in their life. Like they're pouring it into their music, and I really liked it. I saw Paul from Asylum Road saying in here that they did this themselves, like for free in a shipping container, which is awesome. And it's like we were saying, like if you are making music and you want to make a music video for a song that you love, like go out and do it, like find a way. And so it's cool to see a band like this where you have no idea what their aspirations are, but they wanted to make a video for this song, which obviously means a lot to them, and I love that.
Amazing. Melanie Gomez, thank you so much for the follow. Oscar
Thank
just
you.
put Funeral for a Friend are a top 3 band for me. I'm buzzing to hear that. No, I really do. I think instrumentally, you've got, and this is what's really fucking cool about a track like this. Like, you know, Funeral for a Friend, they were very melodic in the vocal, but I always sat there and went, you know what? If they just screamed, they could be a hardcore band, or they could definitely be a metalcore band, you know? But because of the way that Matt would do his vocals, it was like it kind of gave, it really brought it back into like more like post-hardcore or even like alternative, just in general.
Yeah.
And then when they went a bit more hardcore, you could really see that was a cool edge for it. But you guys have got that instrumental. You've thrown harsh vocals over the top that gives it a completely different feel, and I'm here for it. I fucking love it. Danny, final word.
Yeah, so it is a really, really heavy and gritty track at its core, but then you can really, it's palpable. You can really hear that outpouring of emotion and feeling that has gone into it as well. Like Jim was saying, like you can tell that they've outlet all of that emotion into the track. And then you throw into the mix that incredible guitar work, those solo segments, and they add a really, really nice flavor to the whole thing. And I like that they ended it with the piano keys and that real nice, subtle sort of fade out element. It really did make it feel like the ending to a movie trailer, so that was sick.
Justice says, what's your guys' thoughts on my friend Eddie's band I Ignite? Awful. Don't want to play them. Can't believe they're back on the playlist. And we're just going to, we're scrapping them today. No, we love I Ignite. Really stoked to put them in front of Jim as well. You're in for a treat with that one. I could say that about every track, I think.
It's a solid playlist. Like
really
I don't envy you having to pick at the end. I really don't.
Yeah, you're fucked, Jim. Sorry. We've already had like 2 texts going. I don't know why I bother coming back here. You make it too hard. Don't forget, guys, that you are going to get involved in voting at the end as well. You get a chance to vote for your track of the week. That'll all become clear. The only way to vote is to stick around, watch some music, check out some new tunes, and you can get involved in the vote at the end. It uses channel points. It's completely free of charge, but it's done in a way that keeps it fair, and it means that people can't just spam their friends in at the last 2 minutes just to get a load of votes. So stick around, hear some music that you like. Obviously, if you're here for a band, we all know who you're going to vote. Like, you know, it's obvious. But we have had some left field decisions. We've had some text messages off fans before that have said, don't tell the band that I already fell in love with another band and voted for them. It's like, oh, God. But yeah, honestly, fucking, so far it's been solid. This is only going to get harder. This is Kahani with Losing Faith. Justin, we'll have to check it out, definitely. Lindsay, hope you're good. Oh, panic!
Oh, the panning of that was sick.
That's our first synchronised headbang, by the way, between me, Danny, and Jim tonight. Lindsay, it sounds like the perfect song to listen to a drive to Dave and Buster's. Oh!
Whoa.
I could listen to them drums again and again and again.
That was fucking epic.
Yes, that was very epic. What I love about Carney is they're a band that everything they do is so unapologetically brutal. Like, I really just, yeah, I don't know where they find the inspiration just to be that heavy, but at the same time that melodic in the instrumentals. It's just fucking crazy to me. And that drum, especially the last drum fills there, were just, I came a little bit. I think that's the only way to describe it. I was like, it just blew my mind. It really fucking did. Amazing. Jim, go on.
Dude, how are bands like this unsigned and like not on tour right now?
Yeah.
Like,
literally.
This is one of the things that's like truly crazy to me is like this band has a thing that like it sounds pro. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it reminds me of like Throne a little bit, like just that like very groovy, like nonstop, pissed, like this band's not big.
Yeah,
we're watching this.
Yeah,
like we're watching this on BSB. Like, respectfully, it's crazy.
I know.
That was more of a stink on us. Like, we don't play big bands. Fucking hell. No, you're right. You're right. This is
supposed
it.
to be a showcase for like the next generation. Like, well, there you go. Found it.
Yeah.
That is fucking
100%.
cool. Though Screaming Hirsch from the band just said our debut show was opening up for Throne.
That's sick.
Jim called it. But that's cool that Throne did that as well. Like,
that's about to change.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. It's such a great band, and again, it's really what is just it's really bittersweet that we get to do this, and I mean that in a big way, because Jim, you just highlighted it. Like, every week, twice a week, we're playing a playlist of bands, and you walk away from it just going, you know, the sound's relevant now, but 10, 15 years ago, these fuckers would be massive, just huge, and it's the kind of Achilles heel of having all this tech now, where, I mean, my producer says to me, and if you've been here before, you've heard me say this, that there's no excuse for a bad recording in 2025. And he's right, but at the same time, you can just hear the passion, the energy, the effort that's gone into every part of this project. And just keep plugging away. This is going to happen for you guys. It really is.
Yeah. Beth in the chat said it sucks getting follows and listeners is so tough. And I just want to say that is true at every level of the industry. Getting a new listener, getting a new follower is, you know, like on a scale different, but it's just as hard for the Ghost Inside. Like, we are out there trying to find new people, find new fans, and it is just as hard for us to figure out how to game the algorithm and get in front of new people, obviously on a different scale. But the problem is the same all the way up the tree, unless you're like Taylor Swift or something. Like, so much of it is just out of our hands that, like, if Elon Musk likes your band, you're going to be all over Twitter. And if Zuckerberg likes your band, you'll be all over Facebook. And otherwise, we're all just taking our best guess. And so, again, I think everything we've seen so far are bands that are making art because they love it, and like really putting out something cool. But if you've got to make art that you love first, and then hope that the success follows.
Well, yeah, I had this with Jarrett.
100%.
I had this with Jarrett Reddick, didn't I, Danny? Ages ago, and me and Jarrett, I said to Jarrett, I was like, if Bowling for Soup were to try and break big now, I was like, you may find you struggle because the techniques that you use aren't available anymore
in today's landscape.
And I didn't mean it. And I said, Jim, you're laughing because you know Jarrett, and you probably know how like pissed he was at me for that one statement. But he said, I understand where he's coming from with this. But I said to him, you can't do this, Jarrett. Like, you wouldn't be allowed to do it. People would just block you. But he was like, yeah, I can't give them CDs out at shows anymore as much as we did back in the day, and go to Warped Tour and hand them out and all of that. But I can inbox everybody. I can send them a Facebook message. I can send, and I said, dude, they don't want it. I was like, people don't. That's not marketing now. Like, you know, I remember when 15 years ago when I started a metalcore project and we were doing really well, and I was doing that. I was like, every time I had a new release, like our manager was like, oh yeah, just message all your friends list, let them know you got a new song out. People blocked me. People deleted me, you know, because they didn't want that. It's, you know, it's like door-to-door selling at that point, you know. None of us like it when someone knocks on the door trying to sell you a product, or, you know, over here in the UK we get a lot of like gas and electric suppliers like knock on the door and go, hey, who are you with for your gas and fuck off, like. And that's
you wanna
the same thing,
you wanna
you know?
discover organically. You wanna
Yeah.
come across it. Like that's the thing.
Or discover it on BSB, where the music is always fucking golden. And Danny, that's full kudos to you, mate, because you, for all of your faults, no, you slog away. No, not at all. But you slog away on this every week, twice a week. You know, you give me a playlist to work with that is just,
appreciate you, brother.
Fundamentally just excellent every time. And Ali, by the way, thank you so much for the follow, and also shout out to bands as well for finding us and letting us play your music and doing this, because it doesn't exist without you. Like, you know, 100%. If me, Danny, and Jim weren't here right now, this could continue. If you guys weren't here, it couldn't. So we really appreciate all of you for all of the hard work and effort that you're putting in. But Danny, give me a final word on the track.
Yeah, an absolutely incredible track. It's super fucking heavy. Like Jim said, I don't really understand how they're not already absolutely blowing up, or like on the likes of Metal Blade or A Rising Empire. I feel like they've got to be on their radar at some point. Like, that has to happen. I think I've likened them to Bloodywood before on their previous track. This went a billion times harder than their last track, but I'm super here for it. And I think that I will still liken them there, because I think their rise upwards is going to be like that. I could see that.
Dr. Cheesecake Gaming as well. What a name. Fucking love it. But thank you so much for the follow. Next up, we've got Buried Within. Is it Buried Within? See, this is what I'm really wound up with this. Yeah. It is. I'm trying to memorize it as I go along. And Jim and Danny can see me frantically going down and scrolling down, trying to like work out what it's really. Even if I delete that, it doesn't do anything. It just tells me what the next song is. But this is Buried Within
YouTube.
with Burn. Oh, that was tasty.
The flow in this goes hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're getting so much panning today. This is great.
Nice.
But this track's had like technically 3 breakdowns in it.
Wow.
Lower.
Yeah, make that 4. That was 4 breakdowns in that track.
That's impressive.
That's a band that is having so much fun writing a song that they don't want it to end. And they were creative. Like, that could be a really dangerous thing to do because the song can feel really like mundane and a bit just like it drags. This track doesn't. There's so much going on here. Like, what? Yeah, like, I mean, the costumes, the video, the dual vocals where they're both as menacing as each other in completely different ways. Like, one's literally like a cross between Danny Filth and fucking Edward Scissorhands, like, combined, just looks fucking, like, awesome. And the other guy just, looks like the third stepbrother. Just think it, but like an evil version. They're just fucking amazing. It's honestly, I absolutely love this track.
Do you know anything about this band?
I need to know more about this band. Danny, do you know anything about them?
No, we need to know more.
Go on, Danny.
I need to know, like, are the costumes, like, was that a shtick for the video, or is this, like, what they wear when they play shows? That's an important piece of intel for me. But this is kind of circling back to what I said before. This is a song that sounds totally modern. But you go, like, these guys grew up listening to Korn and Slipknot and, like, Marilyn Manson or something, but also listen to, like, you know, modern metalcore because it has all those things in it and fucking rocks. It rocks.
Luke from Hell Can Wait just popped in and said, just popped in to say hey.
What's up, Luke?
Nice
Danny,
to
that's
see
not
buddy.
to you. It's to Jim.
I know.
Like, we
Yeah,
don't
but-
count right now. Like,
Okay, we don't exist. It's cool.
we'll leave. We'll be back in 2. You can have a chat with Luke. But you're right. It sounds so modern, so fresh, so like. But just the guitar work that's going on here.
Yeah, just the couple of panic chords in there.
And then when that tiny little bass solo kicked in, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" That's that. You know,
Amazing.
led into breakdown 3, I think, was it?
Yeah. Which was right before slowed down breakdown 4.
Yeah.
Which was my favorite one.
That was so cool. And to end the track that way as well was awesome. Disaster Piece says, thanks you all for listening. Hey, we listened and we loved. That's what we did just then. Danny, give me a final word.
Yeah, I think the only way that I can coin this is like theatrical metalcore. I think I saw somebody else mention theatrics in the chat, but that's kind of where I'm going with it. I think everything in this is absolutely awesome, from the makeup and the SFX and all the effort that's gone into that, to the pinch harmonics and the screeches, the panning of the track, the fact that they gave the bass tone its own moment to shine as well was really sick. This is like absolute chaos, but they've executed it perfectly. And then having 4 breakdowns as well is a bold but brilliant choice for them.
See what happens on here, Jim. Like, your feedback is amazing. Danny's got this beautiful way of putting it across. I sound like I'm just chatting a load of shite because I'm
Not at all.
I hype no, and I'm not trying. I'm not. Don't give me sympathy. I'm like fucking. I like the way I do it, but at the same time, I'm like, I listen to you two, and I'm like, I can never get my words to say what I want them to say, and
Sounds good. Ooga booga. Breakdown.
Yes, yeah, that's me. That's what I do. Also, Danny, earlier I said to you before we went live, how long would it be before someone noticed that I had a shave? It took Sapphire 23 minutes. I was meant to say it earlier. I made a note of it, right? And I haven't just shaved. I've had all my hair shaved off and everything. Like, I will show. It's probably a bit messy, but I am literally
Dun, dun, dun.
completely hairless. For me, anyway. But yeah, and I am currently, as of today, 30 pounds down in my weight.
Congratulations, man.
Wow.
Congratulations.
I know. I'm on those weight loss injections, Jim. They are absolutely not Ozempic though. I don't want to get an Ozempic fanny. Is what I don't want to happen. I'm on Wegovy, and it seems to be working. I still get hungry on it, but nowhere near what I am. So I'm eating really healthy. I'm eating good. I'm losing weight. I feel a lot fresher than I have in a long time at the moment, which is always good. But I told everyone I'd give them an update on where I was at. So I've lost 14 kilograms, which is 30 pounds, which is what is that? 2 stone?
2.5.
Yeah. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, smashing it, man. Smashing it. Proud of you.
Thanks. But yeah, it's good. Just look after yourselves, guys. I wasn't, and the reason I started it, and I don't think I've mentioned this on stream, I got diagnosed with liver failure. So I don't drink though. Like, I've got the start of liver failure. So what they're hoping is by just making these lifestyle choices that my liver can start to regenerate, can do what it needs to do. Having to have like 3-month checkups and make sure I don't turn yellow anytime soon. But
you got to turn it around because I do not want to co-host this show.
No, but it was the wake-up call I needed. And I wasn't, and Danny will tell you, my biggest thing wasn't drink or anything like that. It was because I work so much. It was just easy for me to order a pizza, order like McDonald's, and just have that for dinner. And it was becoming a really regular thing and even if I was cooking at home, it was just shit, So it was a wake-up call I needed. And I am going to be honest with you. The first week in America, I'm not going to be very well behaved because it's Christmas. But I'm not worried about I'm not worried about slipping off the wagon or anything now, which is what these injections have done. I am very nervous about getting them into America, though. Because they're going to say something.
Yeah.
We love drugs.
Yeah.
Don't bring them over on a boat.
Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm flying, so that helps. You know what? Talking about that, actually, my stepson wanted the most random thing for his birthday or Christmas, and he plays. Have you heard of Cult of the Lamb? It's a video game. I've not played it really. No. I've got it downloaded. Never tried it really. He loves it, and there's a character called Narinda on Cult of the Lamb. It's like the bad guy, I think. He's like, I want a plushie of Narinda from Cult of the Lamb, and I'm the sort of person that goes, all right, if it exists, you're getting it. So found it on U2's, is it? Somebody it's like a Pop Funko competitor.
All right.
And I found it. And I was like, wicked, I'm going to order it. Told me it was coming from America and everything. Because of its limited edition, it's had to come from China. But because of Trump, instead of coming over on a plane, it's currently sailing the Atlantic on a boat because it's cheaper. And it's apparently, when I looked it up, it takes 30 days to go from China. I think it was 20 days if it goes to the West Coast. But sometimes they ship into the East Coast, which makes no sense. And it can take 30 days. But yeah, so he's not got it. His birthday was Tuesday. He didn't get it for his birthday, and it looks like it won't be in for Christmas. So I've had to tell him he's got to wait for it. But yeah, kids, man, they just want the weirdest things. I'll tell you what Louis wanted for Christmas.
No, what does he want?
£100 worth of Robux. That's it.
I don't know about all that.
I mean,
dude. All he wants is £100 worth of virtual currency, and when I bought him, and I got him 50 because I was like, right, let's try and see how it goes. But what he'll do, he'll go on the game of the moment, so the game he's playing that he will play for a week and never play again on Roblox, will have things to buy to give you extra speed or whatever. He'll spend it all on that. He'll spend it all on shit, and then he'll just never play it again. I'm just like, you have no idea of the value of money, do you? Like. He's good at, he's a sport little shit. That's what it is. Right, Danny, you done final word, didn't you?
Yeah.
Cool. So let me just key up next track. How are we all doing? Is everyone good? I think we're about midway through. I think we're doing all right.
Hell yeah.
We'll fly through. I mean, this lineup is so fucking good. Sorry, it makes me excited. This is Life After Last with Sky Comes Fallen. Oh, the chat was giving Colton Lamb some love there. It's already stuck in my head.
The end of the chorus is a banger.
Yeah, that was a banger.
Really was. Awesome track.
The chorus is unreal on this track. Like, that is a... You know, it reminds me of, and I know I kind of slated this band earlier, but this is meant as a massive compliment. This reminds me of what Icy Stars would sound like if they were big now.
Yeah.
You know? Because he's got that kind of vocal, but also there's like that electronic element in there that it's not cheesy. It's so well done that it gives it this whole other element to the track that makes it just makes it big. And obviously this is a band that Jim knows.
Yeah, I know Rob.
Yeah.
He Life After Last has actually done a few songs with our guitar player Chris before, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty familiar with them. And Rob is a friend of mine. They did do this song with someone else, so I don't have that bias. But I thought the chorus was super hooky, and I think the screamy parts remind me a little bit of like Era in the way that JT just sort of like rolls one phrase into the next, and you're like, is this guy ever gonna run out of breath? And yeah, I really like that, Rob. That's a great song, man.
Yeah, it's a big song. Danny, go on.
Yeah, it's an absolute banger of a track. I mean, the melodic cleans were really cutting through. It's super memorable. The flow was incredible. The guitar tone in that was so crisp and just really cutting through the mix. And then I really liked the subtle synth outro at the end as well. That was sick. It's a track that feels really nostalgic, but it doesn't feel outdated. It doesn't feel old. It just captures that kind of era of metalcore and alternative perfectly. So they've done an amazing job with that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest things to do right now is to write a song that is in a genre that has been done to death and have it feel like it is still original and also like modern. That like there's a big thing, and I like this, of like very purposefully throwback like 2008 metalcore, screamo-core, like that is its own thing, and it's just really hard to like write metalcore in this vein that doesn't feel samey, and this is a good one. So
yeah, I you know, I 100% agree with that, and we go back to that thing where like it's really difficult. One of the things that I think you have to try and do if you're trying to make it as a band is realize that, you know, if you want to sound like Bring Me the Horizon, people probably aren't going to check you out, because why would they listen to you when they can go and listen to Bring Me the Horizon? And that's why you only really find, like, I mean, there's no band out there that sounds exactly like Bring Me. Like, Bring Me have got their own style, their own sound. Electric Callboy is a great example of this. Where and Enter Shikari is another one, where I always used to think growing up, I was like, Enter Shikari doing something so unique. Like, why is no one copying it? Like, it's so good. I want more bands to do that. Exactly, because nobody's going to listen to you as an upcoming band if you can listen to Shikari that are out there. It's just how it is. You've got to find that USP, and I think these guys have. I have one thing that made me smile on the video though, and I want to just point this out. Does anyone remember the adverts where it's like, and I don't know if they had them in America, I don't know if it was slightly different, but in the UK, Danny, it was like, you wouldn't steal a TV, so don't steal a movie.
Yeah, I love that.
The text was the same. It was the same writing. You know,
the piracy,
yeah. The text that they used on the video was the same text that they used on the piracy in the UK. I don't know if it was the same in America, but it's like in the UK, it was always like this butch cockney guy, and he was like, you wouldn't steal a TV, so don't steal a movie. It's like, it's how he sounds. That's also the same guy that does the Marines advert, Danny. Join the Royal Marines, and he's like, fucking, I don't want to join the Royal Marines. But yeah, I just wanted to like point that out because I thought that was amazing. And I don't know if it was like someone went, that would be really funny to do, or it was just accidental. But
whether it's intentional or coincidental, it's still sick.
Regardless, is cool, and it sent me back to that memory of like, we used to always quote it at parties. Someone would always shout it out, and it was just kind of like, it was a running gag wherever you went.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was really fucking cool. Honestly, this playlist is so good, and it just keeps getting stronger.
I think I saw something about that actually the other day that said that the music that they used in that commercial, the irony is that
pirated.
Yeah, it was pirated.
No.
Which is just fantastic, really, because the irony
hilarious.
there is just amazing.
Well, you wouldn't pirate the music for your commercial.
Yes, so you would.
What was it in the America? Is it how did the American version go? Is Jim looking it up?
Oh no, Dan nailed it. He was like, "You wouldn't download a car, so why would you download a movie?"
Yeah. And I bet you had the same guy that does.
I think a lot of people would download a car if they could.
Oh yeah, they would. But I bet you had.
No, they got the voiceover movie guy that was like.
I was gonna say,
in a world gone mad.
The one that I do. I was in a world gone mad. You wouldn't download a movie.
Yeah, I too would 100% download a car if I could.
Oh, 100%. I'd download anything I could. Well, 3D printers are a thing now. You're technically downloading everything there anyway, and yeah. I really want a 3D printer. Do you two have? No, Danny, I know you don't. Jim, have you ever owned a 3D printer?
No.
I really.
I'm not that dorky.
I'm a dork, man. Like, I think of so many things. Like, okay, this is one of the things I'd love to 3D print. So one of my little side hustles is Uber Eats. So I deliver food. Really pisses me off when delivery drivers put hot food and cold food in the same thermal bag. Winds me up. Danny knows. Danny's been on the phone to me where I've kicked off about this because I'm like, why are you doing that, you fucking idiot? Like, you know, cold and hot does not make one thing. Anyway. But yesterday I was delivering. Someone had ordered, and I had to go 45 minutes for this delivery. It was a bubble tea, like, you know, yeah. And I thought, how can I keep it cool? And I was like, because I'm going to put it in my cup holder in the car. And I was like, but the car's freezing, outside's freezing. I'm going to have my heating on, you know? What if I could 3D print a cooler that I could put into the cup holder and then put the drink in it so the drink stay cool?
I thought you were going to go somewhere totally else with this 3D printing.
Fleshlight.
It's cold outside. Why don't I 3D print a cup holder that goes on the outside of the car to keep the drink cold?
No. I had a mate.
That could work.
I had a mate at school that used to come up with really crazy ideas, like that he legitimately thought were really clever, but they were really dumb. Like as an example, he wanted to like make. He was legit like trying to think of a way of like patenting this, a battery-powered battery charger. Think about it. Think about what that's doing. It's siphoning from one to the other. I was like, what are you going to do when it runs out of battery? Just switch it around. And it just little shit like that, like he would just constantly come up with, and he'd be like, this would be a really good idea. Like, why has no one thought of it? Like, think about it. You're out on the road, you need to charge your batteries, put them in a battery-powered, but it's being charged by batteries. And this was before the day of like blocks and stuff where you charge them at home and stuff. So it was, I'm showing my age now. But yeah, shit like that. And then it was like, the inflatable. He pitched it to us. He was like, right, think about this. You're at a festival. You got your backpack on, but you're really tired and you want to sit down. You press a button on your backpack or you pull a lever, and an inflatable chair comes out the back of your backpack, and then you can sit on it. And I went, yeah, that's great. But then how are you gonna? What happens to any? Like you got to deflate it. And he was like, well, I haven't thought about that yet, but I feel like you could pull another lever, deflate and go back up. I was like, that is some fucking Back to the Future shit right there. I was like, this needs a lot of work if you're going to do it. But I do now see you can get those backpacks that have the chairs inside where they pull out the bottom and you sit down and they lean into the ground. They're really cool. Maybe that's him. Who knows? Probably a millionaire.
Maybe it is.
Getting to invest in BSB.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Anyway... Next up then we got I Ignite with NCNL.
One 100%, Dan. 100%.
Jay Paris has great harmonies in the vocals, and one of the things I really pick up on this track.
Oh, Anne Boleyn is a great shout here.
I'm a sucker for halftime. song doesn't have halftime or a key change, is it actually a song? I'm so bad for it, Jim. Like every time we get stuck, there's 3 things I do in the studio. Right? It's either we're stuck on something. It's let's go halftime, let's do a key change, or let's find a really funny clip from the movie Blades of Glory and stick it in the track. And it's just these 3 things that nothing ever sticks. Like I normally get shut up by guitarists, so I don't get my own way. But this track is a massive, massive, massive song. No shame here. We played this on Monday in front of Amberlin, and not enough space, and they were desperate to get it in front of you as well, Jim. And we were like, who are we to say no? You know. And that's why I was singing along during it. And I think it's such a fucking big song. Like there's something more meaningful to it than saying 2010's pop punk. Like
it caught me way off guard. Like this kind of like the opening shot with the rotating like logo thing. I was like, oh, what kind of like prog metalcore technical something like Invent Animate or something like that. It's kind of like the vibe. And when the song starts, I was like, oh, that's a curveball. In like the best way possible. Like, and like I said, like it reminds me of Anne Boleyn, but obviously like coming from like a hard rock thing and not from like a pop punk thing. You know, there's a breakdown in it. But yeah, just so cool. And that dude's voice rocks.
He's got a really sexy voice, and I mean that. I say that term, like, you know.
Would you kiss him?
I fucking would. Like, just his voice. just he'll sing, and I kiss the vocals that come out, like, because that is just a phenomenal. He's got pipes, and he's a sort of vocalist that I genuinely don't think he challenged himself in this song, and I think he can do so much more, but he doesn't need to.
You can tell he's got a really dynamic range. Yeah, it's like sick.
Yeah. Go on, Danny.
Yeah, it's a huge sound that they've got. It's another heavy track, but it really does throw it back to 2010's pop punk kind of vibes too. Like you can hear that. There's enough of that in there that you can, liken it to that genre too. But it is a heavy and hard track at its core. It's got a bit of a Day to Remember in there. I heard a bit of the Blackout vocally, and then when Jim said Anne Boleyn, I was like, yep, that is 100% it. The vocals are second to none. Musicianship is brilliant. It is a real anthem of a rock track. It's sick.
Do you know what I learned on Monday, actually, talking Anne Boleyn? Like, Jim, did you know that? Like, because Anne Boleyn are obviously, I've always thought, you know, because I do a lot of research on bands, like, well, I love them anyway. And, like, I read about the past, the histories. I just enjoy doing it. And I always just thought Anne Boleyn were like a 2000s band, which they technically are. Officially, they're down as forming in 2002. Joey said they've been going since 1996. Like, that blows my mind. Like, 6 years.
I did know that a little bit, only because we have done a couple of Warped Tours with them. Yeah. And now Maddie Mullins is obviously singing for them.
Yeah.
They're like an OG like high school band that stayed together and is like, that's still just Anne Boleyn like 30 years later.
Yeah, and it's just like, but this is why I bring this up as well, is this is testament, I think, to, you know, a lot of stuff gets wiped on the old Tinternet now, and we were talking about this a lot in like We the Kings, Mayday Parade, bands like that. Everyone thinks that they just kind of blew up from their first record. Like, I mean, like We the Kings' self-titled album, everyone thinks, oh my god, they just got huge off one record. If you do a little bit of digging, they were a band for like 3-4 years prior to that, and they released like 2 or 3 EPs that went nowhere. But when they signed the major label deal, it all got scrubbed. Not very well, because you can still find it. And there's a song called something in the 20th century. I don't know, I told you the other day. I did something to the 20th century or something like that. And it's a really, really good song, actually. And they're a lot darker and heavier than what they are on their kind of really fluffy pop punk stuff. But all of that got scrubbed. And at the same with Anne Boleyn, like, they were a band for 6 years, but no one knew because they were a local band trying to get big. And then when they launched, everything gets scrapped, and here we go. And it must have been a lot easier back then than, say, like now.
You didn't have to scrub anything in the 90s.
I was about to say, yeah.
You shredded. It was like magazines. You shredded them.
Yeah.
There was no scrubbing.
No scrubbing. I don't want those scrubs. That song's gonna be stuck in my head now. But I just find it crazy. Like, I mean, like, and we see it a lot. Like, there's a lot of bands that they just come out of nowhere, and if you really do the digging, they've been slaving away. I hate this term, industry.
I mean,
plant.
I'll
Industry
even
plant.
say like for Sleep Token, and we know those people pretty well. That like Sleep Token has not always been the biggest band in the world. Like Sleep Token was 2 of 5 on a In This Moment tour that we saw like straight out of the pandemic, and like you could tell something special was buzzing for them. But they're a band that like they wore the masks and costumes to play the Barfly in London or like wherever. Like pick your smallest venue ever with 17 people there. Like Sleep Token did that stuff. It's not like their first show ever was Download or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're not President. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
But
They paved the way for President.
this is, well, Charlie Simpson, you know, eat your heart out. But I read an interview with President the other day where he said about, like, you know, I know people calling me an industry plant, and he's like, and I hate the term. And there is times where it's relevant. I genuinely believe that. There is some nepotism that happens. I think that's just kind of how the world is. But like he was like, look, you know, the hardest thing I could have done was do my debut show at Download, because if it went wrong, I was fucked. Like that's you know, and maybe that's
Tough
a little
crowd.
bit that's a bit of a, coming from a place of privilege that comes across that way. But I also agree with him. Like, you know, it's a big. Download's a tough crowd.
Like Charlie is himself like an industry individual already. So whatever he chose to do next was gonna get a lot of attention. And if he wants to do something that leans into like some other art form, which is obviously what he wants to do, then that's not an industry plant. Like this is Charlie Simpson's new band. Everybody knows that. With a bunch of other, like,
you can't have that voice and do it.
Yeah.
You just can't.
He got busted with the bracelets, I think, at Download. Like,
Yeah.
the same bracelet at Download that he wore like that night at Busted. So like, of course he has connections in the industry. Like he already has record deals, and like had he simply just said, "I'm gonna do this new project that is this thing," it would have been gigantic. Choosing to do it in like an artsy way with all this lore and all this other stuff that's modern. Like to do a project that is complete and has like all these other facets to it that is not just throwing songs at the internet is how you do it. Like he's consumed by it, and that is awesome, and that's why people like it. Like he was able to do that with his connections without his name, and you know, like all the stuff we were talking about before, that like the algorithm controls everything. Because of the mysterious nature of President, it was everywhere. Like that is organic. Like everyone talking about it with no idea what it was and reposting it. Like that's the definition of organic. That,
well, the other thing as well with that, Jim, like he had it on 2 fronts, didn't he? Because he had the mysterious who is president, and then there was a lot of, well, it's obviously Charlie Simpson, and that blew up. So he had two big things working in tandem for him on the algorithms, and
it was enough of a cusp that people were like, oh, it sounds exactly like him, but I don't know for 100%. And so people were going crazy, and like you said, Jim, like looking at the bracelets. I think I saw someone was like looking up his helicopter, like trying to track the helicopter to Download.
Right.
It's like these people go crazy, like literally, and so the internet was just.
Shall I shame Danny on this one as well, guys? Danny legitimately thought that President was Ronnie Winters from Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
That is a complete and utter fallacy.
I had to think of someone really quick. I don't know why it's the first person I thought of.
It was like, what?
You weren't sure at start though when I said to you it was Charlie Simpson.
He's got a pretty distinctive voice. Him and James Arthur have a very similar voice.
Yeah. What, you thought it was James Arthur was president? Could you imagine?
No, I didn't think it was.
That'd been amazing.
But those two do have a very, like, if you listen to both of them separately, like they do have a very similar kind of, I guess, timbre to their vocals.
But like, Contramotion says, I think he just came about at the wrong time, so now people are calling it a Sleep Token copy. I mean, the thing is, the idea of costumes on stage, we've seen, I mean, you could sit there and go, well, Sleep Token a copy in Slipknot, but then Slipknot a copy in Kiss, and you can go down that rabbit hole constantly. I just think that like people, there's enough room for it, you know. We have bands on it. I mean, look at Chugaboom. Like we had Chugaboom headline our festival last year, and they do the same, and it's fucking cool. I absolutely love Chugaboom. And that we have bands on here. We've had plenty of bands on here that wore masks, and we're like, oh my god, you know, it gets us excited, you know. It is a gimmick to some people, but it's clever. I mean, look, Hollywood Undead.
It is clever, and it creates a sense of mystery and intrigue, and you know, and that makes people want to have a bit of a deep dive, and that's sick.
Yeah, definitely. Right. So next, then we have got Danny. You didn't find a word, didn't you? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Next up, we got Crown and Scepter with Vitriol.
I'll see you later, bro. Alright, bye.
The flow on this song is just unbelievable. I love the way that it's done. It's that kind of call and response, you know, with the clean and the harsh. Crown and Scepter in the chat, or are they adulting at work right now?
I think they might possibly be at work, which would be a shame because I know they've run into Jim before.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I've met these guys, and they also have a standing hell can wait offer on the table that whenever we get over there, they're gonna play a show with us for sure. I think they're from Wisconsin or Minnesota or something.
Well, when I spoke to Sean from the band, he said they got to come to Green Bay. So Green Bay,
Wisconsin, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like he does such a cool vocal thing there. Like his clean singing is not like generic like metalcore clean singing, and I really like that. I like it's super unique and just like you go like, oh, cool, like that caught my attention, and exactly the way we were talking about, like it's so hard to stand out from the crowd, and this whole time I was like, oh, this is good, and then you're like, oh, and a guitar solo, like just keep ticking boxes for me, guys.
They're so good at that. We know this song, and it hits every time. It's just like a sucker punch on the chorus. Like it's got a menace to it. Is the word I want to use. Like
Yeah.
it's like and it's the way it's like almost a negative. It's almost a negative note that it comes through in a way that it doesn't follow the usual pattern. So it just makes you feel really like menaced, and then to respond to that with the scream version of that, it's clever, very
Brilliant.
mature songwriting. Stands out massively from a lot of bands that are in the same genre, and yeah, I can understand why they've got a Hell Can Wait-esque offer on the table for Wisconsin Gym, because yeah, I could see them opening up for you guys, and you all having an absolute blast. But yeah, Crown of Sean is in the chat as well. Yeah, Sean, you are amazing, and yeah, we absolutely love you. Danny, give me a final word.
Yeah, I love this track. Guitar work is always the first thing that really pops out to me with this one. Those chugs are absolutely on point. I really dig the clean vocals because they've got that kind of real sort of deep tonality to them in terms of range. And I like that they brought the tempo down on the bridge segment, cut the music out, had the build back in, and then just really went for it. It's a really super dark and edgy atmospheric track. It's great.
You know what this playlist needs though, Danny?
What's that?
We need to fuck off the Americans for a bit. We need some Brits. Where are the Brits representing bands?
Where are they?
I mean, we played a British band today.
Yeah, we had Dakara, didn't we?
Oh, we had Dakara. Yeah, of course. All right, Dakara have been holding the fort for everyone. But they've got somebody else who's about to go to war on the same hill. So this is the incredible Austin Road with Frail.
We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write.
We got 40,000 leagues as well, so we're good. We're golden.
Human race,
We've got a few bands that are going to represent the UK today,
a medicine, law, business, engineering.
and Time's Too Fast as well. We've got loads of UK coming up.
Poetry, beauty, romance, love. These are what we stay alive for. To quote from Whitman.
Do you think they've ever heard of a band called Architects
They've got to have.
from Brighton?
Yeah. It's got to be Architects-esque, isn't it?
Must be.
Thanks,
Whoa.
guys. Danny's crying now. I love it when a track is that hard but that emotional. Like even Jim's just had to wipe his eyes. I saw that, Jim. Yeah, just unbelievable. And if you read those lyrics, that is so fucking thought-provoking. It's unreal. I also want to shout out, is it Very Metal Art who did that lyric video? That is one of the best lyric videos I've ever seen.
It's brilliant.
They understood the song, got the assignment, and absolutely nailed that on, which just makes it so... You can have a lyric video like that and it'd be just as impactful as a music video. I just think that's fucking amazing. But song, yeah, that's got me in the feels, that one. And very Architects in a good way. It's got that desperation scream that Sam Carter has perfected. And
very Sam Carter and like Andrew from Comeback Kid. Like there's only a few people that can do that like tonal scream that doesn't feel forced. It just feels like they're able to yell on pitch, and which is awesome. And that first riff, I was kind of like, man, is this going to be too Architects-y? But it was not like that at all. Like influenced, but not a copycat. Just as much like a Defeater, like epic post-hardcore vibes as it was Architects. So yeah, smashing that stuff together was very, very cool. And a great video too.
Yeah. Thanks for representing Dakara and Austin Road, representing the UK so far and just doing a kick-ass fucking job.
Smashing it.
Lacey in chat just said, hi, Jim.
That's my real-life friend.
You have a...
Just the one.
Real-life friends.
Yeah.
We are internet friends.
For now.
For now.
We were going to come. We were going to come to the show, but we had a stream, and it was all smooth sailing until it went tits up like the day before, and we'd already sorted out the lineup and everything. Had to get a last-minute guest in, which our great friends at Reaction Management stepped in. It was a really, really good stream, to be fair. But we got complete and utter FOMO that we weren't there, and then Jim. I don't know if anybody saw our video that we posted on our socials. We started getting sent like video after video of Jim talking BSB. And we haven't even thanked you for that yet, for talking BSB
thank
on
you
stage.
so much for doing that, man. Honestly, yeah, our friend Nathan sent us a string of videos. He was in the crowd, and it was just like, major FOMO.
Yeah, and we were on air. Danny texted me while we were on air when you did it, and I was like, oh, fuck. I really wish we were there, and it would have been, But when you're next in the UK, I think we'll take you out for dinner. Like,
we will.
Thank you.
You owe me now.
What's your choice when you're in the UK? Like, is there any way you like going?
Big on Nando's.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. Oh yes, right.
So many of our American friends make us take them Nando's now. It's getting. we are like Nando's connoisseurs at this point.
Yeah.
Thomas Nicholas, he's a Nando's
Oh, he loves
boy.
it. He'd literally tour all the Nando's around the UK. I'm pretty sure if he hasn't,
he does.
Done
No,
that,
he does it. He did it on the Wheatus tour. He did a Nando's in every city. Wheatus. He's gonna get a black card at some point. Like he's got to. And then like Ryan from Alt Press as well. He's like, well, he didn't even know about Nando's, did he?
No.
He said he wanted to try somewhere that we could suggest in the UK, and we were like, well, you got to fucking go Nando's, and cheeky Nando's, as it said. Dr. Cheesecake says, I'm a foodie, I'm interested. That's it. We're all going Nando's. Everyone on this stream, we're all going Nando's, okay?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Cheeky Nando's.
A cheeky Nando's. But yeah, what a band. Danny, give me a final word on Austin Road.
Yeah, incredible band. I mean, it definitely has an Architects-esque kind of backbone to it, but like Jim said, it's not a copy. It is wholly their sound and their stamp on it. The desperation vocals that we love so much from the likes of Hell Can Wait are there. There's so much emotion and character in the track, and you can tell that they poured absolutely everything that they had into it. And I genuinely think this could stand up next to any of the front runners in their genre too.
You know what? Mark Marcus said Waffle House. What I love about Waffle House, Jim, I don't know if it's the same way you are. You can go Waffle House at any time of the day, and it feels like it's 2 a.m. in the morning and that the people in there are very depressed. Like, that's Waffle House, but it's great. Like, it's just the most bizarre thing. You can go there at 2 a.m. and it feels like 2 a.m. Or you can go there at like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. It feels like 2 a.m.
If you go at like normal breakfast time, like if you go at 10 a.m. or something, it still feels like 2 a.m.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? It's such a weird thing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Our Waffle House is over the road from Golden Corral as well, which Laura loves going to because she loves it. Like, she's like, you don't have so much choice because it's a buffet, and I'm like, Waffle House is literally right there. But yeah, it is a whole different world, Lacey. It's amazing, isn't it? But yeah, honestly, Austin Road though, kick-ass track. Nidas as well. Thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
I've been hearing a lot of hype on this song. And this is like, I hope this is really fucking good because I've been seeing a lot of people bigging this band up, like big time.
Yeah.
So no pressure. I'm really excited about this one though. This is Windley with Noise. Dreesen, I'll put the link to how you submit music in our chat. Okay, this is a bit of me in it.
Oh, this is sick.
It sounds like Pup on the instrumental. Deadly Diamond, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
Movie Life's a good shout as well. It's like Pup and the Front Bottoms got together.
It's such a mix of vibes.
Yeah, this is
It's
so
really
fucking
sick.
good. Go on, Consummation, I want to know. Magnet F5. I can see that. Magnet F5. That was really fucking good. That was
epic.
not gonna let me pause. Look at that. What pain in the backside that was. It's pressing the button. I deserve one of those. Yeah, like that was really up there for me. Like it's got that kind of Midwest emo feel to it, but it's got a little bit more kind of like almost math rocky in places where like bands like Pup, Can't Swim, a little bit Front Bottomsy on the instrumental, but with a bit more angst on the vocals. Like a straighter version of Hot Mulligan, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Where there's more of a flow to the track, where Hot Mulligan just seemed to go left field with everything. These guys have got the pop sensibility in the mix really nicely. I love Hot Mulligan. Yeah, fucking love it. This is really, really, really good. I'd love to see a video. This is a basement show video, or just a basement video, isn't it? It's just sweaty basement, big instruments, big throwing down, and just having a good time. I love that Jim mentioned 4 Years Strong there as well, because I feel it had that within it, like almost a little bit easy corey in places.
Yeah, it had that
Definitely.
the angsty thing to it, where like it was not gumball pop punk. It was definitely like had an edge to it. It reminds me of something you would get on like if there was a Tony Hawk soundtrack for 2025, you'd get songs like this, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, they've just said we actually opened up for Hot Mulligan a long last time ago. That's amazing.
That's dope.
That's really
really
cool.
sick.
But I could see you at like their crowd really vibing with that. You know what? You would not go out of place on a Wonder Years tour. It's the sort of band that when I go see the Wonder Years, this is the sort of band I discover opening up.
Yep.
You know,
I could see that.
Yeah, go on, Danny.
Yeah, I saw in the chat. I saw MCR mentioned. I saw Rise Against. I know Jim mentioned the movie Life and 4 Years Strong as well. And I can definitely hear like all of those in their sound and influences. But I think like above all, it's a real sort of standout, unique sound that they've got. It meshes all of those kind of things together. But then they've got this like, you know, like I said about one of the other bands. I mean, I think they've got something here where I don't think that anybody else or any other band is doing exactly what they're doing. So they've got a USP, and it's a great one.
Yeah, definitely. And like, I love the fact that, like I say, we had a lot of feedback when we put them on this playlist. That people said how amazing they were, and they have not disappointed at all. Unsettled band as well. Thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you guys.
Very, very, very excited by a band like that, because I think the future's very bright. When you put it all together, yes, we're comparing them to a lot of other bands, but I think that they can stand out on their own. Almost a little bit like a completely different sound, but like I remember when Fireworks blew up as a band.
Yeah,
and this could do the same. Nip Soddinson, thank you so much for the follow.
thank you.
Or like Microwave as well, bands like that, you know, that could really, you know, I don't know, it's just such a fucking cool sound. It really is.
Yeah.
I can't wait to dig into their back catalogue, because that's really up there for me, for the sort that I'm listening to a lot of at the moment. Next then, we've got Glass World with Queen. Dr. Cheesecake, we do indeed. It will go up on our Spotify after the episode.
Yeah.
I know this song. We played this song before, like ages ago, I think, but this is so good. What a banger that track is. And I just want to
Solid banger.
appreciate just how much I love the halftime section going back into like the usual chorus as well. You don't see that a lot. And I was listening to it and I was like, that would actually sound really fucking cool halftime, like the last chorus. But I'm really glad it didn't, because they did that bit before and had the maturity to kind of go back and go back to the usual chorus. Like I said, once I've gone halftime, there's no turning back for me. Like I said, I've been doing all sorts of random shit in there. But very fucking cool this track is. And I love all the chats for women in metal. We need more. We are getting more. And some of our favourite artists in the genre now are females in rock that are just absolutely smashing it. And I feel like we're at a really nice time where women are a lot more represented within the alternative music scene. But I feel like there's still a lot of work to do. And when the bands are this kick-ass, there's no excuses from either side of that. Like, this deserves to be huge. Jim, what did you think?
Yeah, this is an awesome song by an awesome band, and it just happens to have women in it.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't want to like lump it into like women in metal rock, because it's just rock, and it happens to be women. And in the like breakdown, she was like, "A queen doesn't need a king," and I was just like, "Yes!" Like I'm like,
That's
you'd
sick.
see me in the pit, like I'm out there singing it. Yes, we
Yes, queen.
Yes, let's go.
I love it when it went, a queen doesn't need a king, so show yourself out. And I was like, oh!
Yeah.
Like,
and that, dude, that
brutal.
chorus is just
Yeah.
10 snaps on that one. So yeah, great work, great song. And I love the video too. Like the aesthetic was awesome. Like again, you can tell that like they had a vision for this. They fucking found a place in the woods to go do it. They made it happen. They got one nice mirror. And all I could think the whole time was like, I hope she doesn't mess up. I hope that's a one take mirror right there. Because once you smash it, it's over.
But the other thing as well with that, we see a lot of videos in the woods. Like, it's a really common place for bands to go, I know, I'm going to shoot a video in the woods. But they lent into the surroundings. And I think that's really, really clever. And again, very mature in music. Is like, we've all done it. I mean, like, I did a photo shoot for like some artwork for one of my old bands. And it was like, should we just go like shoot it in the woods? Just because we should, and it's there and it's cool. And yeah, but we never lent into it. And this is what I love, is when a band goes, okay, we're going to shoot in the woods. So we're going to actually, we're going to put the makeup on, we're going to have
We're going to make
outfits,
use of the location. Yeah. And then it looks really sick. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I was curious of that. If Beth's clean or harsh vocals. Main vocals.
So she's the shouter.
She's the shouter.
It was awesome.
She's got
Very,
such a
very
great
cool.
vocal. And they've got a really dynamic pairing on the vocals as well. I want to point that out.
Yeah.
Where you've got one vocalist who would not be out of place in pop. I could imagine your guitarist, if she wanted to, she could literally like get into like, like think of like a DJ where they've got like a really pretty vocal over the top. She'd be perfect for tracks like that. But just don't tell her that actually, because she stays in metal, please. We need people like her.
Hey, get her on a Sullivan King track or something. Crazy.
Oh yes, that is a shout. That is an absolute shout. Get her on a Sullivan King track, and then your vocals, where it's just that contrast where you've got. I mean, like you've got pipes for days, and it's just I scream. I love it.
Cheesecake, are you in the band also?
I'm a little bass behind the monster.
Hey, we love men in metal too, buddy.
Yeah. Like, you've just got a kick-ass band, and a kick-ass Twitch name as well, which is making me really want Cheesecake, so because I'm a fat ass. So, Cheesecake Factory, here I come. Danny, give me a final word.
Yeah, it's a solid band. It's another absolute belter of a track. The clean vocal melody really sticks with you, and then you've got the juxtaposition of those brutally brilliant screams as well, like, which is contrasting against that. It's really sick. Production again is absolutely fantastic. Guitar work is phenomenal, and it's another band again that clearly have got a huge future and a cool path ahead. So I'm excited to see what they do next.
Me too. This next band don't know this, but they're going to be working really closely with me and Danny in 2026, and I'm not giving anything away by telling them that. And I don't know if they do know that actually. Do they know that? Do you reckon they know that?
Maybe. Well, they do now.
Do they? Yeah, do they? Rob Campbell from Wednesday at 7's in the house as well. Hope you're good, dude.
What's up, Rob?
Miss you. Beth says, Beth from, you got to shoot a shot, and I love the fact that you've just done that. Glasswell just said, hit us up, Jim. Hit us up.
Beth, where are you guys from? She can type it. What do we got next?
We do that all the time, and it's really bad, Jim. But they've got backing music, so it doesn't sound awkward. But
Okay,
we realise
so it's just us.
It's just us.
Yeah, us.
Danny's the worst for it as well. Danny will be like, yeah. So what? And then you'll sit there and you'll see your eyes just go down at the chat.
Completely just glaze over. Yeah.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay, cool. There's a lot of that Midwest, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, I think, on the stream today. So they should all be linking up. They should be doing some shows together. A lot of good bands here.
Also, 100%. I want to
100%.
shout out all the bands today, because our group chat that we have with all the bands in the build-up to this show was one of the most wholesome, brilliant, funny group chats we've ever had. They were all just loving on each other in really funny ways, and it was just it got a little bit like we might have to censor it a bit, but we let them go. But it's just thanks, guys, because when you guys do that, it creates a little bit of a community, even if it is just for 48 hours before the stream. You know, it's a community where you're all building each other up, and I think you're all checking out each other's music, and that's what this is. You know, it's all about community. And again, as much as like we said, our favourite moment this year is having, you know, Hell Can Wait go out with a Ghost Inside for a show. Like, I don't think we could count how many times bands have linked up because they discovered each other on BSB, and I think that's really fucking cool
and that's
as well.
exactly what we want. We want those friendships and those connections to continue off screen. So long and here for it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And CJ from Austin Road says, if we're shooting our shots, hit us up when you're next in the UK, Jim. You're gonna get this. This is the problem now. You're gonna be known as that guy. Oh, you mentioned Chris earlier as well. You know, we're in talks to get Chris on with Josh Corral as like a crossover episode.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
You say, "Oh, cool." Can you imagine them two on stream with us? Like, Josh.
My God. So,
Josh is...
have you ever watched their podcast?
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
They
indeed,
are
yeah.
literal like childhood friends.
Yeah.
They love each other like brothers. Like, they drive each other absolutely crazy. Like, what their show is not a bit. That is genuinely how they talk to each other all the time. Being in the same room as the two of them is crazy. So if you could get both of them on the show, it would be nuts.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Josh
the plan.
mentioned it because we've had Josh on, and Josh was like, "Oh, I want to do it with Chris." Josh is like, and this is a massive compliment because I love people like this, but he's like a giant child. Like, he's just so funny and so like erratic at the same time. Like, we were, it was a lot of fun. So we're just in the process of getting that sorted out, which will be, that'll
be a blast.
them two.
I'll be
and
deep
me.
in the chat that day.
Well, them two
Hell
and me,
yeah.
and then Danny will just be sitting there, bless him. You're gonna have to speak up on that one, Danny.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to. Sorry if I don't let you. But yeah, right. So 2 tracks to go. Then this is Time's Too Fast with their track "Settle Down" featuring JJ Oliphant.
What are you doing?
What is this song called?
Settle Down.
You've always got something to say. You open your mouth to spout, it's always the same.
You just shut up.
So we're done with you, and we're done with this, and we're done with the endless ties. So I quit it, makes me sick to my teeth. So here we are again. We ain't here to make no friends. And here we go again, and we're not gonna pretend. We will never back down, settle down. We will always be this way. We never back down, settle down. Some things will never change. Start all over again. And I can read between the lines. You suck the life out of everything that's inside. And when I'm losing my mind, I'm losing sense of time. Refusing to find out why it holds me down in this town. Oh, but we'll be alright.
It is JJ from Hatsmith. Of course it is. Why did I not clock on that one?
to the beast and his beat, but there's freedom of speech, so I'm gonna speak up. This is our sign, our cause. Never make a deal with the devil. Our sign, our cause. We never fall. We will never back down, settle down. We will always be this way. We'll never back down, settle down. Some things will never change. You get off your shoulders, and we will put you in your place. So we'll just keep on screaming. We will never be
Fair play. That was wrong. We should say video every gig that we have. The camera's
I love little out bits like that on it, where you just see
It's
them.
cool.
You know.
See
You
their
should do-
character.
You know, bands. There's some advice from Times Too Fast, right? Every show you do, tell them you're shooting a music video. Like
Make 'em
the
go
crowd will
crazy.
go mental
Yep.
every time.
Yep.
We've all done shows
tip.
where and Jim, I mean, even at your level, this may happen. I wouldn't imagine it happens often, but it may have happened. Like you play a show and you walk off going, "Crowd was a bit dead tonight, wasn't it?" Like, and you just wish that they gave it everything. I'm going to start using that every time I shoot do a show now.
Just be like, we're shooting a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Times Too Fast. That was a fucking banger from them. An absolute banger. They were a band that keep
Yeah.
going from strength to strength. JJ on the track as well. It wasn't overbearing. It was just perfectly done. It was definitely a memorable collab. You know, it wasn't one of those ones where it's just plastered over the top and then it just gets forgotten about. It fits so fucking well. And that chorus is stuck in my head. Jim, what do you think?
Yeah, no notes. Like that's what pop punk is supposed to be. It's fun. It's like self-aware, but still like meaningful. Like I loved it. Like it's the kind of music that you put on when you just like you're happy to be listening to music, and I love shit like that.
Definitely, Danny.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is for me. This is like the very best of the pop punk scene at the moment. It's catchy. It has hooks for days. It's got easy core elements in there. It's got pop sensibility. You've got that feature from JJ, which just takes it up to the next level. It's just a really solid pop punk track, and it's a really well chosen collab. It gave me kind of like the Ready Set mixed with Waster, which I mean is a huge compliment. It's a super fun vibe.
That's really. Do you know what? I'm glad you said that because it would be. What I love about this is vocally at points it has a kind of Waster neck deep vibe to it.
Yeah.
But I actually think it sounds more British, which is really
Yeah.
fucking cool. But then it also feels like it's got that kind of California,
Yep.
LA
like
style.
the Ready Set, like
yeah.
Forever the Sickest Kids, maybe
Yeah,
a little
but
bit.
it also feels British. It's kind of like this really nice, but it's a really difficult thing to do. Like we find a lot of bands, like I mean, there's bands that like they go out there and all they try and do is sound like American. And I just feel like you've got to hone that kind of if you are British, use that accent, because it's gonna gives you an easier USP as well. Because
put your stamp on it.
You can walk 10 minutes down the road in Britain and you sound different to the person that you're speaking to. So if you've got that accent, utilize it, which they've done. But then they've kept that kind of American sensibility in, especially that kind of LA scene, pop punk. And I just think that is going to go really, really well with
It's
them.
clever because it'll appeal to audiences on both sides of the pond.
Like Rob said, they've just done their Nothing But Numbers tour with Wednesday at 7, and he just said they were so much fun to watch live as well, which is awesome. It's great to hear that they're great live as well as on record, which is what it's all about. Right, last but not least then, we have got 40,000 Leagues with The Architect.
Oh.
I'm losing
Danny, will you put stuff in group chat?
On it.
The crazy thing about it is you're all going down like Avenged Sevenfold, Trivium. They could also be out there with like Dartry or like Breaking Benjamin or 3 Days Grace, and they'd fit so well as well. Open it up for Ice Nine Kills. You know, yeah. That's also one of the most casual drummers I've ever seen. Wow.
Amazing.
So good it tried to play it again.
Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back. What a fucking song that is. And I know there was so many comparisons there. I know we were all shouting them out. But this is the great thing about a band like this is, yes, they're in that kind of, that Avenged Sevenfold, Trivium, S-style kind of metal. But there's so many alternative bands they could go out with and not be out of place on the lineup. It's a really open sound. I shouted there like Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, Dartry, Ice Nine Kills, all different bands that they could go out and open for. It actually instrumentally reminded me a lot of old Ice Nine Kills, like pre-horror movie Ice Nine Kills, you know? Like I don't know, Danny, if you have, but Jim, you probably heard the Greatest Story Ever Told.
Brother, you better believe it.
What a song that is. But yeah, it's got the same guitar tone as that track to me, and I'm like, okay, that's really cool. And the lead line is really, really pretty, just like on that song. Yeah, see, I'm going to sound like a right pretentious cunt, but I'm an OG Ice Nine Kills fan. I listened to what I really learned in study hall, what I should have learned in study hall, what I never learned in study hall, the trilogy of emotional songs that they released. I had the Predator EP. I had the first album. Oh, mate, I was obsessed with Ice Nine Kills when I was younger.
Ice Nine Kills is from like the same area that I'm from, so I've known Spencer for like almost 20 years, like from the very first shows they played.
Yeah, they're such a good band, aren't they?
Yeah,
like, and
they
they,
really are.
even back then, like they were, no one knew who they were. I used to play them to people, like, who the fuck are these? And now they're out there like killing the Download Dog on Main Stage Download and shit like that.
Yep.
Here's your fact of the day.
Go on.
The last tour the Ghost Inside did in 2015 was called the Locals Only Tour. And every day it was the Ghost Inside and like 3 or 4 local bands. There were a few times that we kind of like overlapped with other smaller tours. And one of those days, the show was the Ghost Inside, Ice Nine Kills, Wage War, and a local. Because Ice Nine Kills and Wage War were just like also on tour playing with locals every day. And there was like 200 people at that show. And if you like put that lineup out today, that would be a sellout anywhere. Ice Nine and Wage, they were just getting started, so it was early days for them, but
that's super cool.
Yeah, that is really fucking cool. And I just think they, Spencer's always come across to me as someone that was always going to make it.
Yep.
Like he's just an intelligent motherfucker, and he just knows what he's doing. He knows marketing like the back of his hand, and like everything that they do, you can just watch that kind of staircase of success that they've created for themselves. So yeah, now we just need to get the Ghost Inside and Iceland Kills playing the Co-op Arena in Manchester. There we go. Make it happen. Make it happen. We should get Spencer on here at some point, actually, Danny. That's got to happen.
We should. We definitely
find
should.
Just a whole playlist of horror themed songs as well.
Yeah.
Which would just make his day. But yeah, go on, Jim. What did you think of the track?
Track was awesome. Like I think it's hard to have dudes that are this talented in a band and have it not come across as pretentious, and instead it has that like very As I Lay Dying, Avenged Sevenfold, Trivium thing that we were talking about, where you're like, man, these guys can play and they can write a song, and that is a really tough skill to have. So big ups to these guys.
Yeah, massive. Danny?
Yeah, I really thought the dueling guitars at the start were really sick. Like, they were a massive highlight on this track for me. It was definitely given Avenged, but also Breaking Benjamin, like you mentioned, especially on the vocals. I could really hear that. There's a range of sounds and influences here, but I think that they've still carved out their own place to stand out. I think that they will appeal to a multitude of fans across the alternative sphere because they've got that like really cool mix, and it works really well.
Quick question, Danny and Jim. Did you hear my keyboard just then?
Nope.
I'm basically deaf, so don't ask me.
Chris just came in the chat and said, Ben, your keyboard is so loud. Did anyone else? It's literally... Do you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear that now, but...
Is it...
No.
The microphone's here, the keyboard is here. Like, there's no way. Is it that loud? I'm so sorry, guys. I've been doing this for 3 years and no one's ever brought it up before.
Chris is like, I heard clack, clack, clack.
That weren't the keyboard.
Oh my god!
Sorry, guys. I apologise. I've always done it over here to try and avoid the microphone, but clearly that hasn't worked. Anyway, we're at that all-important moment where we are going to do track of the week, and then Jim is going to pick an industry pick. Jim's one rule is he can't pick the same track that you guys pick as the track of the week. Now, I'm just going to move us over to our other page, which has now been changed to show that we have split all the bands into 3 semi-finals. You've got semi-final 1, semi-final 2, semi-final 3. We're going to do a vote on each semi-final, one band from each semi-final, and the best runner-up between all 3 will go through to the final, okay? So semi-final 1 is Crown and Scepter, Life After Last, I Ignite, and Winley. Semi-final 2 is Buried Within, 40,000 Leagues, Glass World, Time's Too Fast, and Kahani. And semi-final 3 is between Northlake, Unsettled, Dakara, Austin Road, and Asylum Road. And that's completely random, and I just realised that like both the roads are near each other.
Put the 2 roads.
Where would you rather go down, Austin Road or Asylum Road? You know, let us know in the chat. Thank you, Crowner Sean. Appreciate you. So, semi-final 1 will start first. I'm just going to move you back over to the page, guys. Semi-final 1 will start first. You have 2 minutes to vote for your favourite of those. In fact, there's a minute in each semi-final, 2 minutes in the final. Sorry, guys. The one rule is you can't vote more than 10 times. Now, Twitch will allow you to vote as many times as you fucking want. Our rule at BSB at headquarters has always been you can't vote more than 10 times. It saves people spamming votes. It saves people that, you know, have got like hundreds of thousands of these fucking points from coming in and spoiling it for everybody else. And it uses 20 channel points per click, okay? Which it stops people coming in right at the end and just voting and voting and voting. But those channel points are completely free of charge. You've earned them just by watching us today. So as a reminder, do not vote more than 10 times. And semi-final 1 is between Crown and Scepter, Life After Last, I Ignite, and Winley. You got 1 minute. That starts now. So that is, gone off. Just hit the vote on your screen. There'll be a purple vote button over the chat, and it will say semi-final 1. You can vote between Crown and Scepter, Life After Last, I Ignite, and Winley. Get those votes in now. I can see they're coming in for everybody. But yeah, and then we'll do semi-final 2 and semi-final 3. You right, Danny? What are you drinking?
Just blackcurrant, mate. Nothing exciting.
We're the worst people to have a podcast called Blood, Sweat, and Beers, aren't we? That's the irony.
Maybe when we do the track of the year stream, we'll have to break out a beer for that, and then it counts.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
We'll
track
that.
of the year's coming up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Should be doing that next weekend after Christmas.
Yep, that's gonna be fucking crazy.
Christmas is a week away today, and we've not mentioned it once on the stream, by the way, which I'm all for. Oh, I did mention it because I mentioned what Louis wanted, didn't I? But other than that, I've not mentioned it, so happy days. I can see no one went... oh, hang on, someone did go over. It doesn't say it on there, though. That's bizarre.
Doesn't look like... Did they?
Yeah, but it doesn't show it. I'm just going to have to work it out.
Thank you, Amberant.
So going through to the final then, for definite, is Life After Last, and a very good second place, strong second place. We've got Crown and Scepter. So Danny, will you just take over while I make a note of that and set up semi-final 2?
Yep, for sure. So, Jim, is there anything coming up in the world of the Ghost Inside that you wanted to give a real quick shout out to?
No. We are at home for the next 6 months. We're working on a new record for sometime next year. I don't think we'll play a show in the UK for all of 2026. Just kind of taking a beat. We really want to get into like the next album cycle, next chapter of the band with like a full plan in place. There's not a lot of people here, so I don't feel crazy telling you guys that we're also working on a movie, like a documentary movie. And that hopefully the record and documentary will come out like side by side, potentially featuring like new music in the movie as well. So
clip this bit. Clip this bit.
Yeah, we're excited. It's like we've had a really great year. You know, we were over in June for like the biggest festivals we've ever played. Like the Download set was absolutely bonkers. We had great slots on all the mainland festivals. We spent the summer in the U.S. supporting Volbeat, which was like a very new experience for us, new people. And then, you know, we just finished that Bad Omens run over here, which was also like, if the Volbeat people were like 45 plus and didn't know us yet, the Bad Omens people are like 25 and under and don't know us yet. So, you know, just trying to expand the horizons for who is aware of the Ghost Inside and can decide whether they like us or not. You know, like what's happening here with all of these bands is the same thing that's happening with us. Like we've got our little core, we've got our corner of stuff, but we're trying to make that bigger as we go. And you know, it's just as hard for us in different ways as it is for bands that are unsigned, bands that are trying to get their first tour, their first record, all that stuff. Ours comes with like, you know, totally different pressures, which, you know, is definitely not a complaint, but like this is also our livelihood and our job. So like a lot rides on it. And when you're trying to create art that you love and that means something, to also have that pressure of like, I have a kid that I have to buy diapers for. So if we don't write a good breakdown, I'm in trouble.
Just really quickly, semi-final 2 between Bury Within, 40,000 Leagues, Glass World, Times Too Fast, Kahane, and Kahane. You got 1 minute. Don't vote more than 10 times or your votes will be null and void. That starts now. It's in your chat right now. But Jim, do you know, it's really funny you say that, because I feel like it's the same thing about like people that earn more money and then they struggle if they ever go back down, because it's like you live within your means. And I feel like that's the same with music. Like, yes, you've got a bigger fan base to appease and maybe an up-and-coming band does, but at the same time, you've still got that fan base that needs to be, you know, looked after. Otherwise, they go elsewhere. And it's what do you do to... it's Amber, it's on your chat. It will say new poll, semi-final 2. There'll be a purple vote button. If you've not watched for long enough, it won't let you vote. You have to watch for a certain length of time. I think it's like 10 minutes or something before you can vote. But yeah,
and like, you know, we like the band is our livelihood, but it's also like we employ like 2 or 3 people that work for the band, and it's their job as well. And you know, there's a lot rides on it. And we are still finding a lot of joy in that, in balancing like the industry side of things with like, I also think internally, this is probably the best year we've ever had as far as like being friends and trying to be on the same page about like where it's all going. So, yeah, really enjoying it.
Definitely. Right, hang on, bear with
That's
me.
awesome, man.
So, 40,000 Leagues will be going into the final. And a very, very good second place as well. In fact, I'm going to put 2 of the second places into the final because the scores are coming through really fucking high. So, yeah, and Times Too Fast have got a very, very, very good score there. In fact, I'd be happy to say that they'll be in the final because that was a really big score. I'm just going to set up semi-final 3. Danny, do you want to take over one more time?
Yeah. So last but not least, have you enjoyed yourself, and how does this rank against the previous times that you've been on the show?
This is probably my favorite one. I feel like this playlist has been the strongest of all the 3 that I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, I would say the majority of these bands are ready to like break out. Like, if you told me any one of these bands got signed tomorrow, I would not be surprised. If you told me they were going on tour with XYZ band, I would not be surprised. So very, very cool. Hirsch, you asked who we're going to for new music producer wise. Can't tell you. We are shopping around a little bit. We were really hoping to do this record with Dan Bronstein again, but he has just become a dad, and he is taking a big step away from full-time producing this year. So we don't think Dan is going to be available to do a whole record for the band. So we have been pretty actively going out and working with other people to figure out who is going to do the record. And you don't have to throw him in. We're going to be there in 3 weeks.
There we go.
So that's a good shout.
That's cool.
Really quickly,
That's
semi-final
really cool.
3 between Northlake, Unsettled, Dakara, Austin Road, and Asylum Road. You've got 1 minute to vote. Don't vote more than 10 times. That vote is on your chat right now. Get the votes in. Top band will go through to the final. Top 2 bands between the 3 semi-finals will also join the final lineup before when I do that in a moment. But yeah, Screaming Hershey, get the fuck out. Like, he's like, get the fuck out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, we love John as well. He does. We're good friends with Zero and familiar with a lot of the other stuff that John has worked on. So he's a person that has been on our list anyway. So we'll be there in a few weeks to like write with him and work with him and see if it's a vibe or not. So
that's cool.
I'm
like
sure it
that's
will
awesome.
be.
Yeah.
Everybody likes him. So
that's nearly what was it? Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves John. Is it John or Joe?
Yeah.
Wait, it's John. Yeah.
John. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jonathan
John.
Dooley's.
Yeah. Everybody loves John. Right, you've got about 2 seconds. That's going to finish. I'm just going to double check it, and then we'll go from there. Someone has gone majorly over, guys. I have to remove those points, so let me just do that really, really quickly.
How much did they go over by?
Right, so it doesn't change. So Dakara, you're in the final. So Dakara will be in the final. It does
Sick.
mean that the 2 bands joining Dakara. So second place in this semi-final, just to let you know, was Austin Road. After the points got sorted out. Actually, no, it wasn't. Oh no! Brain fart. That's no, because we've got to remove points there. Okay, so second place in this semi-final was Unsettled. And going through to the final then, the 2 second place runners-up is Times Too Fast and Unsettled. They're the ones with the high scores. So they will be,
Right.
so it'll be Life After Last, 40,000 Leagues, Dakara, Times Too Fast, and Unsettled in the final. I'm just setting that up really, really quickly. I apologise again, guys, just while I do this as quick as I can.
No, it's all good.
This is going to be a massive shootout, by the way. Like,
gonna be
I don't
epic.
know who's going to walk away with this.
No,
I can't wait
me
to see you
neither.
try to do the math for all the people that vote too much.
Mate, it does my head in, mate. It just like not that they do. It's just I understand sometimes I get trigger happy, but you know when you say like you can vote
We
10
wish
times,
that Twitch just had like an inbuilt
Yeah.
feature.
but they don't.
That would be great, but they
Just
don't.
make life hard. So the
Yeah.
band that is track of the week will go forward to our track of the month stream. Jim will also be picking an industry pick in a minute. I'm going to set it to 2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes to vote between Unsettled, Times Too Fast, Dakara, 40,000 Leagues, and Life After Last. Good luck. That starts now. It's appeared on my chats on all 3 screens, so it should be up. I can see votes coming through as well. Get them in. Remember, guys, don't vote more than 10 times or Jim is going to have to do the maths. There was no response to that, so I'm assuming that's fine.
And he's a dick. He's so fucking mean to me.
I swear that button keeps getting louder.
It does. It
But I
sounds
haven't
like it's just
changed it.
gradually increasing in volume.
I want to find the fuck shake fucking noises in the background button again. That was my favourite button.
I'm glad that got lost to the sands of time, to be honest.
Just point out, controversial, it wasn't you. But the 2 people in that last round that went over didn't just go over. They were like over by double. So they clicked it, like one of them was like 21 times and the other one was like, well, it wasn't double, it was like 17 times, I think. So
what the effing fuck was that?
I know, Rob.
Exactly.
Right, you got just under a minute to get those votes in. Yeah, no idea who's going to walk away with this. Again, guys, it could be that the band that looks like they are ahead right now, it could be that someone's voted over for them. So, you know, in fact, I could tell you.
Please don't vote over, please.
Well, I'm not going to tell you if they have. I'm just going to have a look. I'm going to look at the breakdown right now. Oh.
Look at the what?
I can look at the breakdown.
Halftime?
It is.
Halftime it.
Yeah, I can't halftime. Boom.
Nice.
I need a key change on it.
Yep.
I have some fun buttons. That is it done? I can't see anything I can't see now. There we go, results are in. Right, as you can see, someone has gone over. Should we name and shame? No, I shouldn't name and shame. You can see it on chat.
You don't have to. People can see.
Right, I'm going to go from 5th to 1st. All 5 of these bands are world class. But yeah, and then Jim's going to be picking his industry pick. So in 5th place, we had Life After Last. In 4th place, we had 40,000 Leagues. 3rd place, we had Times Too Fast. 2nd place, we had Unsettled. Our track of the week goes to Dakara.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Sorry, Jim, I apologise for that bit. It makes Danny happy. Look how smiley he is now. So congratulations to Cara for being our track of the week. But before we let everyone go, Jim, who is your industry pick for this stream?
We're gonna go with Unsettled.
Unsettled.
And they didn't even get the right song. So
there we go. There we go. That's it. Just Unsettled. You've learned a lesson here. Never give us the right song. Just tell us the song you don't want.
Give us the wrong one.
No, we will check out the new song. Can't wait. But and also have a word with Danny. We can get it on at some point. But that is our stream. Jim, you've been, as always, just one of our favourite guests, and that's why you've been back so many times. And next time will be lucky number 4. Is there anyone you want to come on with?
I'm gonna have to think about that.
Let us know, because we can
let us know.
Yeah,
because we are doing crossovers, which are a lot of fun.
Even if it's someone really left field, like we've got Daniel Bedingfield, the pop star, coming on in January.
I saw that. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. He's also wrote for Weezer as well. Like he's like a ghostwriter for loads of bands, so which is fucking cool. But yeah, so he's coming on in January, on the 13th of January. But if there's anyone like left field, you think, yo, I'd love to do it with like this person. Let's try and
let us know, and we'll
okay.
try and make it happen.
It's gonna sit there, like I want to come on with like I'd have to try to think of someone really random then. Get me on with Blobby. Ed Sheeran, the ghost inside, and Ed. He wouldn't know who Mr. Blobby is, Danny.
Oh yeah, shit. No, my bad.
Jim, do you know who Mr. Blobby is?
No.
Exactly. So you got to stop being so British. Mr. Blobby was a scary pink like blob that was on TV. It was a man in a costume, and it was like he just went blobby, 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 and it was really weird. Very fever dream.
Are you guys rushing to finish because there's a 3-hour limit on the stream?
No, I just was rushing to finish because I realised this stream's been way too long, and you've been fucking amazing.
I've had to pee for 2.5 hours.
And you still got to do laundry. Hey, guys, we're going to let everyone go. We'll see you on Monday. We've got Riot Fest joining us. I'll be stateside for that show. Congratulations to Cara for being our track of the week, and congratulations to Unsettled for being Jim's industry pick. Graphics will go out over the next 24 hours for both. Thank you so much to everyone. Peace.
Cheers, guys.